wait. How big is this time capsule? Because I want to put...
It's not a castle, it's a capsule.
Oh, it's a capsule?
Yeah.
Okay, and
it's supposed to be about yay big.
And how long? 1,000 years from now?
It should be, yes.
Okay, first of all, I want a picture of my family, naturally. Then I want my 1983 Lincoln Mark VI, the white one with the red. I want that one.
What about your other Lincolns?
Well, I hope they don't get mad at me, but I can only have one. All right? Then I want a complete set of my Rock'em Sock'ems.
Good.
Okay, you like that? And they'll see the great plug. Great plug, thanks very much. And then I want, what else did I say?
Your trophies.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, thanks for telling me. I forgot. You know, I'm all excited about this.
Go quick.
All right, okay. I'm going to have my coach. Yeah. Coach the year in the American League, coach the year in the National Hockey League. Like, get those trophies in there, too.
I put a referee's whistle, a bottle of Léoville Poiferé, a Bordeaux, a bottle of beer, a CD from the Tragically Hip and Blue Rodeo Show. I'm a regular guy, and one of your coach to show I hung with Tutankhamun. And welcome back to our 2000 Today headquarters here in the atrium of the Broadcast Center in Toronto. Time now to update you on the number of the remarkable events that are happening on this day. In just over an hour, Newfoundland will be greeting the year 2000, and the rest of the country is getting set to follow. Much of the world is already past midnight with no major incidents and no real sign of that so-called Y2K bug. Here's Daryl McIntyre.
It was the birth of Christ in this small town that started all the counting. And tonight, thousands in Bethlehem mark the millennium with the release of 2,000 doves and a song for peace. Peace has been a common theme as New Year's breaks around the world. In South Africa, where Nelson Mandela revisited a prison cell that was his home for 17 years. And in the South Pacific, where the very first people saw in the new year.
My dear child, take this torch of peace and hope from Kiribati, so that it may light the whole world.
One thing missing from the celebrations, any hint of the Y2K bug. In fact, if there was any concern about it or any other Y2K chaos, you'd never know it from the crowds that turned out in Amsterdam or Paris, Athens, Warsaw, or Madrid. In London, they promised the world's biggest Millennium Bash, and while that may be so far, in just a few hours, the new year will arrive in North America. Daryl McIntyre, CBC News.
Well, Ottawa has just given its latest briefing on the Y2K situation, and as you might expect, it says there is no situation. Listen, we've got some fabulous entertainment over these next few hours. We just saw Lenny Gallant, one of the mainstays of PEI music, and we're going shortly back to Newfoundland, where less than 40 minutes now, Kim Stockwood. Tell us about Kim Stockwood.
Well, actually, she was born in Hibernia, and, you know, she has a real, I'd say in her career that she really has a gift of the gab that's got her as far as she has got with 2 albums, that as her musical talents. She had an international hit called Jerk. I can't understand why a title like that would give you an international hit. But she says she has goals in music, and it's only to get 2 things. One is a pickup truck for Dad, and the other is a really good bra. So I hope that she's done well enough at least to get one of those 2 things.
And she's had another album just in the last 6 months or so.
12-year-old.
12-year-old, which has been doing extremely well.
Yeah.
And so we're looking forward to seeing her and Great Big Sea, another great Newfoundland band will be performing there in the harbor in St. John's.
You can't swing a cat around there without hitting a Celtic band. But actually, Kim Stockwood is a little more country than she is Celtic, so it'll be a little different.
Well, let's find out how she is tonight, country or Celtic. Well, let's go to St. John's, in the harbor at St. John's, where Kim Stockwood is about to perform on stage. St. John's, Kim Stockwood, just 34 minutes away from the year 2000 in Newfoundland.
Say hi to Grandma. Thank you so much, everybody. Happy New Year!
She's hot tonight, Lori.
It's so amazing she did that song. That was her father playing accordion with her. Nobody wanted that song on the record. She fought like crazy for it. If you listen to the record, her grandmother is playing on it as well.
Boy, oh boy, she loves to bring the family involved. I know we did a thing in St. John's a little while ago, about a year ago, one of those quiz shows we were doing for the magazine one night, and Kim was one of the guests. She brought her parents along to watch her performance. Very close-knit family, and she's great on stage. So let's go back to Newfoundland. Sean Majunder is in the crowd there, getting ready for the Millennium arrival on Hibernia. Sean, can you hear us?
Hey!
We got you now, Sean.
Stand by.
You're on, Sean.
Talk to Peter about Hibernia. Peter, are you there?
We're here, Sean. We
Hi,
hear
Peter.
you.
Everybody says hi to Peter. Peter, now we are getting very, very close to the Hibernia countdown, which is happening a half hour ahead of everybody else, which is an awesome surprise. There's a midnight before midnight, which I think is so excellent. Now, I think we're going to get the countdown from our crack crew. We got an awesome crew down here working for us. And you guys excited that Hibernia, the guys that are working out in Hibernia, are going to be celebrating in just a few seconds. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Hey, Colin, I tell you, this has been so much fun, Peter. I got to tell you, I can't hear you. So I'm just going to keep talking to some people here because we have the greatest group of people in the world for a Millennium Party. What is your name, madam?
Terry.
Terry, are you having a good time so far here at St. John's? See, that's the general response from everybody. How about you, ma'am? Could you tell us how well you're doing?
I'm doing quite well, thank you.
See, translated, that is, wow! 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year! Hibernia! To all of the people who are out there working on Hibernia, everybody here on solid land wishes you a very, very happy New Year. I know you guys have been working so hard. Well, keep it up. I know there's a lot of families and people from Newfoundland that really want to support those people that are out there working. It's such an awesome, awesome, awesome thing. Peter, I'm just going to keep partying because this is insanity here, buddy. Back to you.
All right. 20 minutes away from the year 2000 in Newfoundland, and the party is just really getting to fever pitch in St. John's Harbour, where Great Big Sea is about to perform.
Well, this is going to be great because the whole goal of Great Big Sea has been to take a kitchen party music to a whole new level and to a whole new world, and I think they're going to do it tonight. They're really the hardest working band in Newfoundland. I know I'm going to get in trouble for saying that, but over hundreds of gigs per year. They've won the Entertainer of the Year 4 years in a row running at the East Coast Music Awards. This is going to be good time music.
All right, here they are, Great Big Sea, live from St. John's. And what?
Feel it turn.
I can feel it turn tonight. Woo!
Great Big Sea performing in St. John's tonight.
All right.
That's one cold kitchen.
One cold kitchen, 17 minutes away from midnight in St. John's. We'll be coming back to Great Big Sea and their performance to the thousands of people gathered. They're expecting 50,000 in St. John's Harbor tonight, and it looks like they got that and perhaps more.
They're already starting to jump. You can see the thing going up and down. It's probably a good thing it's not in somebody's kitchen.
You've been to St. John's before.
Yeah.
You've seen it. It was at George Street in St. John's.
Yeah.
They're along the sort of pub row where they just love this kind of music in their different pubs, and the whole street hums. Tonight they've got the whole harbor going.
Well, I was snowed in there once for 3 days on that street. I'll never forget it or remember it. I'm not sure which.
We're going to travel a little far north of St. John, still in Newfoundland, to Lanceau Meadow. We're going to run a little tape from there, where there was a special ceremony earlier today. Lanceau Meadow, of course, is recognized now as the site where the Vikings landed nearly 1,000 years ago.
Here we are at the very tip-top of Newfoundland, where the only known Viking site in North America was established around the year 999. So they were here for the turning of the first millennium. And to find out what that was like, all we have to do is step inside. Whew. How you doing? Check the other rooms. Hey, here's all the people. How's it going, folks? Am I interrupting something?
Welcome, stranger. My name is Bjarne. Come join our feast.
No, feast. Now we're talking. Hey, yeah.
My wife, Thora.
Hey, how you doing, Thora? Pleased to meet you. Happy New Year.
New Year?
Oh, yeah, you know, this is the big one. Yeah.
Big one? You speak of strange things, traveler.
Oh, come on. It's $9.99. What do you people have a Y1K glitch on your sundial or something? Well, come on, at midnight it's 1,000 years. I mean, isn't that what your big party is about here?
Oh, you must mean our feast. We celebrate Yule for the end of the season.
Well, Yule, yeah, but I mean, this is no ordinary year. I mean, we're talking millennium time here. You don't even know about it? I mean, we're on the doorstep of a whole new millennium and you don't even know about it?
Millennium?
Well, yeah, you know, it's the end of 1,000 years and the start of another 1,000. That's a big thing in the future. People go nuts. I thought you Vikings were wild and crazy guys.
We're a peaceful people, sir. We hunt, fish, gather all sorts of foods.
You don't even look like Vikings. I mean, where's the horns on your helmets and everything?
We don't wear horns. We drink from them.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm driving, but anyway.
To this millennium of yours, score! Score!
That's not bad. So, nice Vikings, eh? I guess I can live with that. To Yule!
Score! To good friends! Score!
To late 20th century stereotyping.
Score!
I guess that's it from us here at Lanceau Meadows, where it's $9.99 and we're having one Valhalla of a time.
Happy New Year!
Might have to vamp a bit before Kathleen.
All right, a little skit out of Lanceau Meadow where, you know, it is recognized the Vikings arrived here 1,000 years ago before all those other explorers who laid claim to Newfoundland and other parts.
There are lots of similarities between the way people want to celebrate this millennium. I know a lot of my friends are standing outside around a bonfire somewhere, and that's what they decided they wanted to do. We could light a fire here in the atrium, couldn't we, Peter?
You know, it's funny. So many people thought they were going to have to depend on fires to keep going tonight because of, you know, all the Y2K stories. Turns out, so far anyway, and let's keep our fingers crossed, no problems anywhere on this continent, but we went through the rest of the world with no major problems to report. Now, the experts say, you know, you can't judge everything by the first night. You have to wait days on in. But so far, no big problems of any kind.
I'm a little low on milk. Other than that, I think everything so far is fine.
Well, you know, people did get a little tense, even here in Canada, including here in southern Ontario. These final few days, there was a run on water and kerosene lamps and all that. And, you know, it's okay to feel safe on these things. Well, that's great. Well, we're looking forward to watching them one more time. Great Big Sea will take the run up, right up to the new millennium arriving on our shores as it hits Newfoundland in less than 5 minutes from now. Great Big Sea is the banner group in St. John's tonight and will be showing the world, strutting their stuff on stage. 30 seconds away now from joining Great Big Sea on stage in St. John's. A warning and a cautionary and advisory. The excitement in Newfoundland as it builds now and will continue right through that midnight moment, just about 4 minutes away now, will be followed very quickly by the rest of Atlantic Canada. Nova Scotia, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island. We've got lots to show from there as well.
So they better set a good example and show the rest of Canada how to party down on this last great New Year's of the millennium.
Well, you know, Newfoundlanders, there's no doubt they're going to know how to party. Here it is. This is the shot the rest of the world is seeing as St. John's is alive in light tonight. And right there along the harbor is where this concert has been set up. Let's join it. Great Big Sea on stage in St. John's.
This is where you wanna be. Somebody up, boots up in the corner. Hang your jacket on the door. The dirty people in that kitchen, and the law is true, and the law is true. Oh, 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 come on now, let's start the world outside. Come on, I tell you now, she's going up. Oh, oh, come on now, let's start the world outside. Come on, I tell you now, she's going up tonight. Hey, boy. Yeah, she's going up tonight. She's going up.
3 minutes to go to 2,000 arriving in Canada, first in St. John's.
We're going to ring in the new year. We're going to come back and sing it.
The few people who haven't managed to get in front of the concert right
people
yet.
of planet
Here's
Earth.
Great Big Sea. Let's listen to them.
My name is Sean, and I am your friend. We are going to be bringing in the new millennium, the first here in North America. People have been streaming down these hills. It's going to be such an awesome party. People are spilling out all over the place. This is unbelievable. I'm so excited. Everybody here. It is so beautiful. I've never felt anything like this, and I'm so honored to be a part. I mean, to be a human being involved in this celebration here on this planet, I can't ask for anything more. Guys, if I could say anything to the world right now, I'd say love. Wouldn't you say love? Love is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Now, we're getting real close. We're getting very close, and I'm not 100% sure how close we are. We're 2 minutes away. We're just 2 minutes away, people of the world, from North America, bringing in the new millennium. Everybody is getting very excited here. I want to show you something. If we could just have this right here. These two people just got engaged. How do you feel? Show them the rock. Show them the rock. Just got engaged. Isn't that beautiful? First the new millennium. I want to be the first in the new millennium to do this move. So beautiful. The people are still coming down to the harbor front. They're spilling all the way down. There's somewhat around 100,000 people down here on the waterfront. And it's unbelievable. The energy down here, spectacular. We've been seeing so much all day today, whether it was in Kiribati, to New Zealand, all the way to Germany, Switzerland, Russia, and now St. John's, Newfoundland. That sounds so cool. St. John's, Newfoundland, the first in North America. And you know what? The rest of Canada, I got to tell you right now, this is just beginning. Like, I mean, this is our party. We're down to 1 minute. We're down to 1 minute, everybody. 1 minute till the new year.
Ladies and gentlemen, Newfoundland and Labrador welcomes the new millennium to North America in 60 seconds. 60 seconds to the new year 2000. 60!
Has arrived in Canada, the scene in St. John's Harbor. The fireworks, the hugs, the kisses, the tears. Good time in St. John's tonight. Quite a display around the harbor. John McChumder there saying about 100,000 people down around the harbor, and I think every one of them we're hearing right now. Quite the moment in St. John's as the rest of the world watches North America, first landmass, welcoming the new year. It leads off quite the next few hours. In 26.5 minutes, it arrives in the rest of Atlantic Canada. We'll be in PEI and Nova Scotia and New Brunswick. But this is Newfoundland's moment, and it continues with a wonderful fireworks display over the harbor.